monthly demand given as 250, then like accept the possibility that CH holding carrying cost 2 and CO. Look, look. So the first question is about friends, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you see the my can you see my working file?
No, sir.
Now
No, sir.
it is I have chat now that the word file just once I have share my window according to that there is a file now I'm sharing with you. Can you see? Can you
No,
see this
sir.
file?
Now okay, sir. No, sir.
Sorry.
Now okay, sir. Now okay.
Now is it okay
Yes,
now?
sir.
Put the
Yes, sir.
if you can't complete
Yes, sir.
now okay. Okay.
Yes.
Then you see that details are given about quantity and discount rates. First question is about find the EOQ at all relevant inventory. Okay, the demand is that because it's multiplied by 12. Then if you apply these equations, EOQ normal equations, then you can get the EOQ 27. Is it okay? Anybody have any issue on getting this value? 274. Right? So EOQ is 274. Right? Now, just I'm the 25 rupees. You calculate. So if it is the person, the quantity considered as 150. Right? Right. So this is how price 150. But
Sir.
so there are two, right? 150 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. Then it becomes the same answer 100. Okay. So the first is right, inventory cost. This becomes 3,000. Students, are you okay? Any doubts on this? Students, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see the board? Right. The second case, discount now is 5 to 15%. So then you have to put discount is because that is given. You don't need to know because discount rate. I have to consider. I ask you to consider this, whichever you can consider. 29. If you consider 290, then 499, 790. Otherwise, you can consider 150, 250, 300, 750,000. So this is easy for you. Right? So therefore, you can consider about this. Okay. So then that is 250. Then our price is again 15% discount. Therefore, the price is now 0.85 cents. Price discount. So then purchasing price is 3,000 multiplied by 0.85. 3,000 has to multiply 0.85. Then that's become 3,000. Correct. Then CEO also with the total ordering cost we can calculate based on the same way. Here now Q is 250. 250 divided by 2, 125. 125 Now if you add all these three, 2,550, 300, 250, then it's become as 3,000. Right? So the next discount rate is 500. Right? Now you see at the time, already calculated EOQ is 270. So therefore it's better the same discount rate is applicable to the EOQ level also. So you see 15%, 274 is fall into this range. Right? We are normally calculated EOQ based on the equations that fall into 250 to 499. Within that range, EOQ also falling. So therefore, within 15% discount is applicable to the. So 274 is 0. But then this 2850, because in, is it correct? No. Is it correct, student? 3000 multiplied by 0.85, 2500. I said 550, 2550 plus 274 plus 274, 3000. Right? So the 15% price discount is there. So it's getting right on that. Then for that same 15% discount for quantity of 274, then purchasing cost calculate. Then this is also you can calculate 274 divided demand is 3000 divided by Q, right? 3000 divided by 274 multiplied by 25. Then it's decimal 273.72. Therefore, we can make it as a 270. Then the holding cost also same for CUQ. Then total cost is addition of all these three. Okay. 255, 500, 2550 plus 274 plus 270, right? 3098. Okay, 3098. Once are you following? It's okay, no? The document is visible.
Yes, sir.
Not visible. Visible, no? Then we have to go for the 20% discount. And the 20% discount minimum quantity is 500. So the 500, then therefore the price is 20%. Therefore, price is like now actual price is after discount 0.8 cents, 80 cents. I see. So that the purchasing cost is 0.80 multiplied by 3000. Then 2000. Then total holding cost also by applying same formula you can calculate, that is 150. Holding cost is now 500. And you add that all three, 2100 plus 150 plus 500, 3050. Right? 3050. Right? And the next percentage is 12 percentage. So the 25 percentage is 750. The Q is 750. Right. So therefore 750. Price is now 75 cents. Right. So 3,000 quantities has to multiply by 0.75. That is, sorry. And also this is 100. This is 750. Okay. 3,000. Now you see one important thing. The cost is increased by decline. Again, it's going for 3,000. So 15% discount is also saved. And also the same quantity reflect the same discount as here. 15% discounts become as a 2,550, 2,250. Here 300 is become 100. Here 250 becomes 750. So therefore that's why it's not 3,100. Okay. So then last two options are there, 30% discount as well as 35%. So the 30% discount is 1,000 rupees, 1,000 quantities. So therefore, you can put 30%, 1,000. Then the price is now the 1 rupee, 30% discount. Then therefore it's a 0.776. That is about 2,100. So that total ordering cost becomes 75. And this is become 1,000. In all three, 1,000 plus 75 plus 2,000. 3,170. Then later, that the last option is a 35% price discount. Then you see that Q is 2,000. Then prices become 0.65. 0.65. Then D into P, 3,000 multiplied by 0.65, 3,100. So you see that when we are getting a discount, the purchasing make a significant impact on total inventory cost. And also that ordering cost is decline because number of order decline when quant size is increases, but the holding cost is increased. So then finally it's become 3,987. Please check all these calculations. Students, are you okay? So students, hello. Hello students, are you hearing?
Yes, sir.
So now the question is find the EOQ with both relevant total invoking. Now what is the EOQ actually? Can you tell me what is actually EOQ? Actually, what is the EOQ quantity? Who is how much?
274.
Look at the table and say, what is EOQ? 174 is the calculated EOQ. At the same time, the discount is given no. Therefore, in the discounting scenario, we have to consider about all these costs. That is the actual EOQ. Just look at the table and say, there's no any magic behind this. Just very explicit answer. It's the EOQ.
500.
Yes, 500. Because our decision making rule says where all total intrinsic force is minimized. Point where all the level of EOQ where all event related total force is minimized, including purchasing costs. Including purchasing. Okay, now if you look at the table, now table shows clearly it is a cost minimization, profit maximization scheme. They will order for 274 or 500. 500. Course, they will be for because the 20% discount they can enjoy. They make 500, they can minimize their cost. So cost at 3000. If you go for 274, that is a little bit higher than that. 3098. So 48 higher than 50. Additional extra 48 is there. That's why it's 98 and 3098 and 3050. So therefore EOQ is, so if you do all the calculation, give the answers in this one, your answers are wrong. You see the shaded one. If you give this 274 and register. Byron sir, Byron sir, general number is Byron. 40 400. Um. Right. So hence this is so if you consider this one, you answer it no. So be careful. Sometimes some people not thinking too much and just go EOQ is therefore they decided 274, then you answer it. And all the calculations also that you did for the 274, then that also wrong. Therefore, in this circumstance, understand this important thing. In this circumstance, if they ask about find the EOQ and all relevant total inventory cost after giving this sort of discount rates, you have to definitely calculate all. This table is a must. Without that, just finding EOQ 27 and finding the cost, it's not going to do anything for you. You're totally, many of you have made mistakes in the final exam also. So take a note on that somewhere in your own language, right? If there are situations like this, that means, right, all the important data are given, parameters are given, and discounting rate and respective quantities range also given. After that, if you ask what is the EOQ and total inventory cost, simply if you apply the traditional EOQ one, your answers may wrong, because that means you are not consider about this discounting benefits, right? So that's how you have to develop a new concept. Now it's a total cost minimization now, including the purchasing cost, not only this other two inventory cost. So therefore, you have to carefully find the D and all discount rates. At that time, you have to carefully incorporate the EOQ generally or normally you have developed for founding, and which rate it fall into the discount rate. According to that, you have to do the calculation. Even if you calculate for 1 rupee, that is wrong. Some students make a calculation for 1 rupee. Because that is wrong, because 274 is fall into range. The range is given 250 499. So definitely the exact quantity of 274 fall into this way. So therefore that is also 15 percentage of discount is applicable. Right? 15 percentage discount is applicable. So therefore you have to consider. Okay, any doubts on this? This is I think one of the examination. So any doubts? Anything you want to clarify? Just ask me. Take down the next example, exercise 5. Can you see this one, student?
Yes, sir.
Exercise. Yes, so take down quickly. D is directly given. CO is also directly given. But carefully you have to give CH as a 20%. Mhm. Max. You do it quickly. 5 minutes time I can give. 20 CH is the 20% of the max. The quantity range also given, price also given. 0 to 1 to 4,900, 275. Right? 5,000 to 999, 260. 10,000 is 250. The question is find EOQ and total inventory cost including purchase. Did you complete, students? Anybody? Yes, students. You completed? Okay. Please reply yes or no. That.
No, sir.
Hello. No. What is the problem? You have taken more time. So here you see that one of the important things from this example, discounted prices are given. Discount rate is not given. Normally that you see that quantity range also given, and also discounted price also given 275. And up to now, you purchase 4,999. Price is 275. To go beyond that, you get the discount 2.6. Right? So therefore, this is the important. Then if you more than 10,000 or more, 10,000 or more, you will get 2.5. So therefore, here price discount is not given explicitly, but in terms of prices. So then later you have to do the same. Price, start with the lowest one. It's a 250. Any order you can. Then the lowest price. Then again lowest price goes this 10,000 and 260 and 275. Yeah, 275. So if you just calculate this any price, if you take that assumption that because normally is highest price is this. So if you consider 275 as a standard price, the initial calculation, because the discounting concept is there, no discount is going down, right? 275. So in case of 275, you can see as a random, right? 275. Then the quantities, say about, if you calculate for lowest price also, this is consider lowest price, this may get the quantity, right? If you take 275, 3000 may be the quantities, right? So if you select it as a random, right, 275. So do the calculation for 275 first, see what is the EOQ, 275 EOQ, right? You consider 275 based on EOQ, right? Price say 20% of the price is CH. So say 275, it's normal price. So 20%, 20% divided by 100, then into 275, then price is the discount, yes, the CH is 0.5. Okay, CH is 0.5. CH is 0.5. Then if the CH is 0.5, CH, discount is then when CH is 20% of the prices. Then CH is CH is equal to 0.5. So if you calculate EOQ on that level, E is 50,000, 2B CO over CH, then 2 into 50,000 into CH how much? CO is about 50 rupees, CH is about 0.55. So if you did the calculation, 2 into 50,000 into 50 divided by 0.55, that is 3050. CH is this is the 3000. So EOQ is 3015 if you take as a 275 as a normal price, right? So if you calculate the cost, then the excluding was 829. CH also, right? CH also 829, right? And total cost is becoming like this, 137. Right. Cost that is considered as. So in this context, you consider 3000, 3000 only also fall into this range. Right? So that is for 1 rupees change. Right? It's considered as a 275 as a price range. 3000 also you can do. The answer is 1,39,159. Here 1,39,159. So if you consider 260, then you keep and total cost is 1,31,800. 1,31,800. And if you go for 250, this range and 10,000, then you see the cost is 2,000, 200 and sorry, right? Okay. And again, the lowest price, if you go, because here they did not say what is the price, standard price, right? Somebody may assume that this as a normal price, somebody may assume this as a normal price, right? So if you normally purchase, so there is no order is not given. So therefore, this kind of calculation is separately needed because this is how the thing has to be calculated. So
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, students, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this sort of things, there are some ambiguities where we have to speak carefully look into whether the highest one or the lowest one, right? So because that normal price is not the which one you can consider as a normal price. But one thing you realize, some people may take this the highest one, the discount is therefore we can consider this as a normal 275. Sometimes people may consider that 250, right? That is also possible. So if it is that, you can take some assumptions, right? Or otherwise, you can do say, here somebody did that. What is this? Is the lowest price. Right? So then find the lowest price. One, find the EOQ. When that is fall into a particular discount rates. So if we say the 3,162 at lowest price, right? That is the calculation here, right? Based on the discount. But actually, the discount also there. Okay. Then if it is doing for that 254, this based on discounting system, the 10,000 quantity and 2.6. Similarly, 275 you can condemn say as randomly selected because of the calculation. So therefore, this kind of nature of problem, sometimes we have to take an assumptions. So what is the nominal price, the normal price, the price before discount, right? Before discount. So it is highest or lowest. So we don't know that therefore. But if it is given clearly, find the EOQ at 275 or that within this range, right? Then okay, you have no problem of that. Right. So then the next one, example number 6 is very important again. Now you see here in a different way they have given. Demand is directly given, CO is also given, PH has given as a percentage of Q, EOQ. CH has a given percentage of EOQ. And they are asking us to find the EOQ. So in this kind of scenario, right? In this kind of scenario, right? EOQ. So here you see that this is normal formula for the ordering cost and holding. Then you can directly apply this, right? 7D is 7,200. Friends, can you see the board?
Yes, sir.
7,200. Q, you have to put Q. Ordering cost is given 300 plus Q by 2. In place of CH, you have to put it this same quantities, the values is, right? That is about 0.012. Now you see that if you multiply by this 7,200 into 300, it's become like this. Yes, 21 lakh 60,000 over Q, right? Over Q. Plus, if you simplify this, half Q in multiply by 0.01, just half multiply 0.5 multiply by 0.01. 0.001. So if it is that, it becomes 0.005 Q square, because just simple multiplications. Q multiplied by Q is become power 2 Q square, right? So now at this moment, now we can differentiate. Already we have studied differentiations, right, in the second year. So the total inventory cost in terms of Q, then we can write it this, as I said last time also. So if we can write it as a Q minus 1, or 1 over Q, 1 over X can be written as a X minus 1 or Q minus 1. Here 21 lakh and 60,000 over Q can be written as like this, right? 21, right? Q minus 1, Q minus 1 plus 0.005 Q square. Be careful, if you missing 1 0, your answers change it. Once again wrong. So if you differentiate in terms of Q, it should be multiplied by this minus 1, then minus Q160 like this, and Q minus 1 and minus 1 become as a minus. Be careful. Huh? So here power 2 is there. So if you differentiate this one multiplying this, 0.005 multiplied by 2, it's become 0.001. Then 2 minus 1, then only Q is there, right? Because power 1 is there, we don't need to put it here. Power 1 is there, but power 1 is there, but normally we have big. If you can put it, power 1 is there, because here 2 power 2 minus 1, here power 2 minus 1, right? That's why this one, okay, that's why this one is coming. So now in this format, right, it's a minus value. Here if you equate to 0, you get a minimum value at equal to 0. So if you put it this Q value 0.0 Q in the left hand side value, that is also getting minus. That is also getting minus. Then this one also now is getting minus. So we can omit the minus both sides. So 216,000 Q minus equal 0.01 Q, right? 0.01 Q. Okay. For this one, you know how we have to rewrite it. You can put it like this. 21, you can write it Q square, right? Or otherwise, we can write this one, simplify and minus 2. We can now put it as a Q square into the power. So that is equal 0.01. Okay, you can do it by writing. This is already studied. These steps we have already studied, right? But we are applying for the simplification. That's all. So then, if you consider about this cross multiply, if you multiply this one Q square into 0.01 Q, 2 to the power 3, 0.01 2 to the power 3, that is equal to 160,000, 216,000, 21 lakhs into 60,000, 60,000. Okay. So now you have to find the Q. So then q to the power 3 is equal, this value has to be multiplied by, divided by 0.01. Then again, the simplify, you will get q to the power 3 is equal 216 double 0 and double 0. So in the calculator, you want to find the answer. After you getting this value, you have to press the shift button, shift and x to the power 3. And if you press the equal, you will get the answer. Q is equal 16. Q is equal 16. So now this is one of the way you can find the Q. There are example or situation like this. That means CH is given as a percentage of EOQ, right? It shows CH is given as a percentage of EOQ. Right? Here CH is given as percentage of EOQ. That's why CH is equal 0.01. Okay. So anything you want to clarify against? So this is you can easily simplify from the calculator. Press the chip, go to this button, then go to equal sign, then you can get. If you have scientific calculator, you can get into that. Right? 216. Okay, please check that. Right? If you know any other ways, no problem, you can do it. Which means this answer should be the same. That's okay. So here I'm repeating again. Carefully look into that. This is important. Normally we are testing for the examination purpose. So the total we have to, so the example 6, okay, this is also one of the examination questions. D is given directly 7,200 and only marks. Ordering cost is given. CA is given as a percentage EOQ. That's why 0.012 or 0.052, 1%, 1%, 1% divided by 50, you will get 0.012, right? 0.012, right? That's how it is. So in that context, how to do it by using differentiations? Now, as usual, we are getting to, even if you consider purchasing cost, no matter it becomes 0 while we are differentiating in terms, you can put the purchasing cost also, no problem. That is also one the cost component. If you put it, no problem, you can put it. But while we are differentiating, it becomes zero, because we are only going to differentiate in terms of Q. So then you can directly apply these figures 7,200 Q into 300 plus Q by 2 into 0.01. Then if you simplify this is multiplied by 7,200 multiplied by 300, then you will get figures by Q plus this is half Q multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 0.01 Q, then that is become Q. Then you can write it this one by for the differentiation purpose 2160 into -1, because Q 1 by Q. I have already explained this also earlier. Is You see, 1 by q, we can write it as a q minus 1. 1 by q, we can write it as a q minus 1. Same way here, the same thing applicable here also. So here that is this amount by q, we can write q minus 1. Here also already there. Then if you differentiate in terms of q, in quantities, here also q, here also q. Then if you differentiate it, multiply this value minus q minus 2, because q minus 1 become minus 2. What are differentiations stories? This is also differentiate, multiply. This is 0.2 multiplied by 0.005, that is become 0.01 q. You don't need to put this one, but if you want, you can put it now 2 minus 1. Then if you simplify this equal to 0, right, write it again, and this minus value is coming to, you go this value right hand side variable, this also becomes 0. So we can omit the 0 in both sides. Minus 1 in, we can omit the minus value in both sides. Minus, we can cut the minus. So therefore this is also plus. Now this is also plus. So again, you see this value, we can write it as this format. And this is as usual. Then if you cross multiply, this become 0.012 to the power 3 is equal this way. Then we have to find the q to the power 3 is equal divided by 0.0, then this value we got it. Then by pressing this button and x to the power 3 button, the fx calculator, you can get the q. Okay, so this is how this we can handle it. Right, this is the other methods. This is different. This is we have already discussed, right? So the same examples we have already discussed different ways. This is we have already discussed in the last class. If n is given as a number of order bases, okay, I think example 2 or 3. Now you see this one. N is given as a example 3. We have the CO is given. Sorry, CO is given as a in terms of number of orders. In terms of number of orders, we have explained. And this is also explained and so and this. So within this range, we will be tested. So inventory, all these things may be tested, but we have to carefully deal with all the things as we heard. There are some other example of asking. So that's all about inventory management. But anything you have to remember that the assumption you have while you are learning about the normal inventory control model, right? That is coming to finish now, coming to over there, because when we are considering the discount, discount price, purchasing cost, so this is a big matter, the EOQ calculations. EOQ calculations, yeah. Therefore, we cannot take simply that two costs. Now we have to consider about Yes, it's about all pre-post and calculation process we have to see. And some basic things what we have learned in the secondary sequencing is about associations. Right? You carefully go through the past papers, you understand it, right? In which range we will be discussing. Okay, right. So that inventory also finished. Almost we are closing to the sessions. But don't remember that I have to conduct 2 exams, inventory control 1 exam, network analysis 1 exam. Other exams I have control. So we have to be ready for the next classes or anything. So we have to practice. Right. Anything you want to ask from me, students? Hello, students. Any questions? Any queries?
No, sir.
Do you have any past paper doubts? Do you have any past paper questions? You may ask. Right. I plan to complete little bit early today. If you have anything, please ask.
Yes, sir. For in example 5, I understood the things, but
Okay.
it's the final answers
So which one?
in example 5.
Example 5, the final answer is that, yes, final answer is find the EOQ and total inventory cost including purchasing. The final answer is, if you consider this as the lowest price, this one. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Where is the cost is lowest, right?
Yes.
The 2,000, 1,26,582 is the lowest one. Sometimes some students put this one 127,750. That also sometimes we can give a marks. Okay, the past papers there are a lot of important points and questions are there. Right, if you practice, you can get a full picture about uh, all these problems, right? All these areas. Okay. Any doubts in any other sections or any past papers? Students who are closer to the exams, network and inventory control, anytime I may test you. Not today, the next class or next week. That is, you have to be ready and practice. And more things, more and more you have to practice, more and more you feel easy. Right? More and more you practice, more and more or you will feel easy. Otherwise, maybe difficult. The time is the big problem here. Right? Time factor is the big problem here. Okay. So in the last year's past papers and before that, right? All the things you have to check it and practice it. While you are practicing, you have to set the time and do it. Because time setting is important. In the examination also, don't, right? Only you can spend 30 to 40 minutes per, right? Maximum 40 or at least 45. Don't spend time on beyond that in a particular area. Right? 35 to 40 is enough. Because 40 minutes into 5 sum. It's also take 200 minutes. This exam is 60 into 3, 180 minutes. So therefore maximum 35 into 5. Maximum you can 30 to 35 minutes. Don't go beyond 35 minutes. Right person. Because 5 will be given. 5 questions will be given. Right? So therefore don't go into beyond that. Now you see this one. Can you see this paper?
No, sir.
This is the 2003 past papers. Now you see the question number 1 about transportations. Right? So this is about the transportations. There are two things. They find the minimum transportation initial allocation by using north-west corner rule methods and optimality testing. Yes. So the northwest corner rule method find the Modi methods. 20 minutes. No, you have to work only for 30 minutes. No, 35 minutes. Right? Because you have to read and understand, roughly answer the figures from paper to answering answer script, answering papers. Let's so they have we have to do it carefully. The second question is about signs. You see that minimizations so as maximization total marks is 20. Question number 3 is about network. I think this is on the last class some of you asked about. Right? So there are 3 sections, 20 marks. And question number 4 is about inventory management. Now 5 questions, no A, B, C, D, students. Now you see all things. Right? Annual demand given. All these 5 A, B, C, D, then 20 marks separately tested. Then following these following NP programs, maximization with 3 variables, and those using minimizations with 3 variables, materials only related with the 2 batch with the 2 variables, decision variables. So it's about 20 minutes. So altogether there are 5 questions we have to address within 3 hours. So the minutes wise, 60 into 3, 180 minutes. 60 minutes multiplied by 3, 180. So if you divide 180 into 5 questions, that means 36 minutes. Exactly 36 minutes. Yeah, you can allocate. So sometime you may feel I will expertise in transportation, I will finish it. If I finish it transportation, I can get the 20 marks. Right? Don't take that foolish decision and if it is wrong, you will lose all 20. Rather than that, to 30 minutes, 35 minutes, you can spend your time on completing right this section, then move to the next one, second or third. Okay, thank you very much. I'll stop it at this point.
Yes, sir.